Okay. Hello? 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 Give me 1 second here. Let me make sure my face cam is set up properly. It likes to do this thing. Yep. It really likes doing this funny thing where it resets every time I use it. Which is super cool. Okay, so now I can turn it on. We're up over here. All right. Let me get this sorted out. I just want to make sure now that I'm now that I'm checking on it, that the YouTube and Kick got set up correctly. I was having some issues last stream with getting the YouTube stream to start. We ended up getting it figured out. I don't quite know what went wrong, but something did go wrong. And for whatever reason, whenever I restarted my PC, it seemed like it fixed it. All right, we have everything sorted out. Let's tilt it just a touch, maybe just a touch more. Seems good to me. All right, so, boom. We have more dailies to do. These dailies are gonna pop us up a bunch of EXP, hopefully. Before I do the dailies, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe, here, let me, maybe something like that, and then something along the lines of that. Sure. What was I, oh, right here. I wanted to check, I think, is it this one? Yes. I want to get more EXP. Oh, no more. Arcane River Daily Rewards. We'll do that and that. And then do it again. Yeah, that seems fine. The only reason is because I want to make sure we max out the... Well, maybe that was dumb. It's alright. It's whatever. We'll max them all out anyways. It doesn't matter. Claim these 3... Yes? Is there anything else I can collect? Already got that one. 250. I need to reach 250 for the next one, 260 for that one. Okay. I think I remember where I'm at now. So let's get this daily finished. We're gonna go to here, maybe? Is it? Oh, let me turn... Oop. Let me turn the brightness up a bit on my camera, maybe. Maybe that's a bit better, hopefully. Hopefully. Alright. Is there a rune curse in this map? I'll activate it just in case. Splinter. Will that cover? Well, the rune got it. It doesn't matter. I think Chicken Festival 3 has a higher spawn rate. So we'll just go here. The EXP is not going to be anything special regardless, so we're just not going to be here. But, so, what I wanted to talk about, this stream, a talking point, if you will, that it appeared to me in a revelation, in a prophecy. It appeared to me in a dream. REN plays very similarly. If you think about it, now hear me out, let me explain. REN plays very similarly to what Jet wanted to do back in the day. REN is pretty much what Jet wanted to be, just pulled off in a far more just a far better way. Of course, KMS, designed this class, so it makes sense that it works, but but yeah, I honestly, so the reason I say that is because Jet's whole kit back in the day revolved around hypermobility, being able to just like go from point A to point B just very, very quickly. There was like, what I'm basing Jet on is just before they removed it, because honestly, the point it was at before right before they removed it was probably the best it had ever been, period. That's what I would argue, is that it was in the best position it had been in, period. We still need couple hundred more of these. But if you think about it, right, a lot of Jet's damage came from what? It came from on-hit procs from a hurricane ability. Does that sound familiar? Wait for it. It also focused on super mobility. Back in the day, Jet had the highest movement speed in the game, like base movement speed, not like double jumps. I would argue that it did have the highest movement speed, period, but it also had like the highest base movement speed. It had an extremely like pinpoint precision double jump. Like its flash jump, you could have used its flash jump to get like anywhere you needed to be specifically if you got good at it. You could jump super far and still have like precision on it. It was a really, really nice flash jump. It was a really good flash jump. And it also had the dashes, it had a teleport. It also had survivability. Jet was super tanky. It had a 5th job skill that granted it like something ridiculous, like 16 extra health bars. It was like, it gave you, you know, like Nightwalker shield. How it prevents you from getting one shot because it gives you like an overshield of like 5% of your max HP or something like that, or 50% or 25% or what, I don't remember what it is, but it's something. Jet had a skill that gave it an overshield just like that, except it wasn't like 25% of its health or 50% of its health, or it was like 12,000% of his health. It was kind of crazy. And on top of that, it gave it Ilium flight. Kind of like how Ilium can just free fly around. Jet could do that while it had the shield out. I mean, granted, Ren can't do that, but check this out. It does have an air stall. And it has super high aerial mobility. Super tanky. Ren has the Link skill effect where it just passively reduces damage just for existing. You just take, was it like 6%? 8%? I think it's 6%. Yeah, 6% less damage, period. You just take 6%. That was pretty good. But it feels very similar. And not to mention, the whole, you know, moving while attacking thing is pretty cool. But that is also something that Jet was very, very, very good at doing. Storm, this skill, Plum Blossom Sword Storm, your main attacking skill as Ren, feels very reminiscent of the skill Backup Beatdown. Except you can flash jump during this one. But it feels very reminiscent of Backup Beatdown. It feels like Jet without Star Force Salvo. Star Force Salvo was the Hurricane ability. That's kind of like Corsair's Rapid Fire. But Star Force Salvo could proc Strike Force Showdown, I think is what it was called. I can't remember what it's... I think that's what it was called. And Strike Force Showdown is basically the equivalent of... what is it? It's the equivalent of your Imugi Spirit Sword thing, that black, you know, strike, that sword strike that comes out. Your Plum Blossoms and your final attack put into one ability. It was like all three of those put into one. Which made it significantly worse, I think. But that's okay, because Ren is here and Ren does it way better. Ren does it better than it ever could have asked for. But yeah, that's my hot take. I think REN plays a lot like what Jet wished it was. Like what GMS probably wished it could have done with Jet. It feels like a warrior Jet. It's just warrior Jet.
Fly free. Clear skies.
And I think that's pretty cool. Mostly because I liked Jet. I was a Jet main. I played Jet so much. I still think I got robbed. They robbed Jet from us. It was in the best place it was in history when they removed it. It was in the best place it had ever been in. Like balance-wise, when they decided to remove it. And that is so sad. Oh man, that makes me so sad. I only got to play it for like a few patches while it was good. And then they took him from me. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do... Where is it? This one. I want to go to... Wait, I can teleport from here. Haha. I wanted to go to Ardent Mill because I wanted to start on professions. I wanted to level up some professions, that way I can start breaking down some gear. I need to start with smithing, mining and herbalism. Mining, herbalism, now I can learn the crafting classes. Smithing, alchemy, coolio. Okay, now that I've done that, I can do auto harvest. Oops. I think it's... Is it advanced that gives the juniper stuff? I think it's advanced. Oops. I can't remember if it's advanced or not. I'll try advanced and see what we get. But outside of that... Oh, all my crafting stuff is on another character. I'll do that later. I'll do it later. Do I have... I do have 3,000 coins. I could just get a bunch of these. What do we think? What do we think? A Plentyroid? You know, I bet... No, it's not worth it. I have the materials on another character. It's not worth it. We could start off with some Papulatus. Do some CPAP. Oh, I meant to pick up Legion buff. Legion coin shop. We'll just buy this one. Sounds good to me. Pop it. Replace the sprout potion. I don't need the sprout potion. Is there anything else I can buff up with? Red pot, green pot. Guild skill? Ah. Fair enough.
Fly free.
Alright. Chaos. What? Oh, you know what? Am I not able to change these out in the middle of a run? We'll figure it out. Let's do this. I do want that. Boss damage. All stat percentage. Crit damage. Crit damage. AB link. Maybe that one. IED. Key cultivation. I like the sound of that. Alright, we're still at 100% crit rate. That's the important thing. Let's feed our pets. And hop in there.
Clear skies.
This one. Okay. Oh, we need to switch to the bossing mode. Oops.
Scatter.
How's it going, CPAP? Ah.
Scatter.
Alright. Let's just
Let go.
bind them
Flowers in snow.
and burst, maybe?
Strike. Dream of dragons.
Alright. Oh no! I forgot about the clock! I'm invincible, dummy. Oops.
Splinter. Splinter.
Oh, come on. Don't do me like that. I don't understand this mechanic. I'm not even gonna lie. What is this?
Scatter.
What is this? What's happening? Am I doing this right? Ah! Plus 9 hours. Oops. Okay, well, he didn't heal that much, so it's okay. Yeah. Oh wait, it's phase 2. I didn't even realize. My skills are back up, so I'm just gonna
You stand alone. My cutting
I'm just gonna do this.
Focus. There. All my heart.
Yeah, I think I might have over prepared for CPAP. It's entirely possible I did that. Item burning can complete. Defeat normal Lotus. Can I do normal Lotus? Probably? Why is my IED so low? 79? I don't have a weapon equipped. Oh. It's because I just upgraded the items. That's right. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay, 89%. That's more like it. Cool. I could probably do this. It's give it a shot. See what we can do.
Clear skies.
Bum 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 bum. I guess we could switch to bossing hyperstats too, huh?
Serpent, strike. Dance.
Dance. Whoa! I meant to do that. Ha 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 ha.
You can always run. I'm here.
Oh!
Scatter.
We're fine. I don't even need to use my burst until phase 2. I can just save it for phase 2.
Dance.
Dance.
You blinked. Devour. Splinter. Years uncounted in one breath.
In one breath. Yeah, this is not gonna be that tough. Cool. Phase 1. We'll just do the bind and burst.
You stand alone. A crimson spring.
Good old bind and burst.
A drop in the sea. Scatter.
Oh yeah, walk with it, Lotus.
Dance. Dance. Make
Hey,
way.
oh yeah.
You can always run.
Uh-oh. Ah.
Make way.
Oh, oops.
Keep up.
Keep up.
In one breath.
In one breath. Alright, I gotta remember I'm on the back dash now. We have 25 seconds before our burst is back up. Owie, owie, owie. All we gotta do is just hold out. Okay, burst is coming back up here. Let's hit him with the bind. Hit him with the burst. Hold it down.
Serpent, strike. Make way. Dream of dragons.
Do, 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 do.
Dance.
Wait, what? How did I get over there? Oh, he pushed me. I didn't even see he pushed me. Urgh. Okay. This is nothing. This is nothing. I've got 1 minute left on my burst. I still have 4 lives. I think even regardless, without my burst, I could do this in 4 lives, but my burst is also up in 40 seconds, so this is looking like a pretty easy clear, I'm not gonna lie.
Dream of dragons.
Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. Still don't care.
Focus. There.
Do 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 do. Ball's coming up. Here it comes. He teleported back into the ball. Let's go! Huge. Get rocked on, buddy. All right. And we get nothing. Let's go! Let's go! All right. We've got crit rate. Here's attack. That's what we were upgrading. Oh, item burning. Guardian Angel Slime. It's only normal Guardian Angel Slime. Incorrect items equipped. CCPB could not use... Oh, because it took my gear off again. Haha. Alright, how much of a stat increase is that from epic to unique? A little bit. A little bit. Not a crazy amount, but a little bit. Definitely got something out of that. They want Guardian Angel Slime. That might take a second, but I mean... Wait, this is chaos. What am I...
In one breath.
What am I doing? Ain't no way I can do chaos. Normal, maybe. Hard, maybe. I'm more so worried if I have the time to do it. They have a countdown for the phase? Uh-oh. How am I alive?
Scatter. Years uncounted.
Interesting. Oh, no, I jumped into it. Uh-oh.
Years.
It's perfectly safe.
Dance.
No! It was not worth it. Why did I do that? It was kind of worth it. That was sick. I made that. Uh-oh. I don't think I... That's really tough. I don't know if I can do this without... I mean, I'll just do it anyways. You did it? What did I do? Alright. Cool, I guess. We did it.
Let go. Dance.
Dance.
Scatter. Serpent. Strike. Scatter. Splinter.
Get off me! Okay, I need to shoot this one up.
Serpent. Strike. Dance.
Okay, that's 2 cleared. Wait, oops, I never fully did that. I never fully did either of them, and now I'm stuck. Alright, I hope it goes in blue or orange. Hopefully that counts. We'll drop it here. You did it. Cool. Did they change that? Do you only need to do 2 now? Is that how it works now? Oops.
Flicker and flow. Make way.
It seems like it's different. Oops.
You stand.
Stop moving. 2 per gate in 90 seconds. That makes it so much easier. I was so confused. I was like, wait, I thought I sealed off that top left one, but I guess I didn't. I was so confused. That makes it so easy, actually. Uh-oh.
Serpent. Strike. Dance.
Oh wait, it's 2, not 3, not 3. Oops. Stop it. Ow!
Splinter.
Bunch of hitbox fixes like the laser. I knew it. I could feel it. I should have just jumped. Oh wait, I could have iframed. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. That's my fault. Uh-oh. Let's hit that revive button. What portal did I seal again? It was the top right one. Blue. I sealed blue. Not me saying, oh, this is so easy now. Just go that way. Oops. No, wait. I need it to go here. Wait, no, I did it wrong. I'm dumb. Hold on, release me. No, no, stop, stop, no! Oh my god, dude. Ren feels pretty good. Yeah, it feels amazing. Ren feels really good. We're still gonna bind and burst anyways. Because, oh, I let go of my 5th job skill early. Ren does feel really good. Okay. That was scuffed. I think that was about as scuffed as it could possibly get right there. But yeah, Ren feels amazing. I full-heartedly agree. So my hot take is that it's like the best part of every class mixed into one. Yeah, it literally is. Like, it literally is. Oh, freak. It literally is. My hot take on Ren is that it feels identical to what Jet used to be. And oh man, I missed. Take that with a grain of salt, because obviously, you know, there's a very, very stark difference between the two. Ren is good and Jet was not. But it feels like they took what Jet was and made it good. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, Jet kind of feels like the same as what Ren feels. Jet 6 job would have went crazy. Yeah, I agree. I think Jet was in the best place it had been in, like, in ever. When they removed it. I used to play, Jet was my main when they removed it, because I started playing Jet when it was very much still just period, like the worst class. I just thought it was funny. That was what originally, like, made me pick it up. But I actually, like, straight up fell in love with it when I started playing it, because it was so fun. Even though it was bad, it was fun. And Ren feels like if Jet was good. If it was doing DPS, I don't think people would have complained, or had the double jump hurricane. I think I'd still be here. It'd still be here, TBH. Yeah, if Jet could double jump during his hurricane, tell me what difference that would be, like, in playstyle between Ren and Jet. Like, they even have, like, the defensive capability where it's like they're super giga tanky, but, you know, kind of like on a cooldown. Because Jet had the that 5th job, the space bike thing, that made it gave it like 12 extra freaking health bars for no reason. I missed that skill. That skill was awesome. The motorcycle. That was a dumb skill. That was a stupid skill. It was like, it gave you like 45% final damage, let you fly, and gave you 12 extra health bars. People talk about new class, modern classes. Talk about that one. That was horrendous. No matter how you cook it, that was horrendous. And that's coming from someone who mained the class. That was disgusting. At least now you have an alternative to Jet. Hayato main's crying in the club right now. Yeah, Hayato mains are on Super Slide Watch.
Let go.
Stop moving!
Dance.
I wonder if I actually have time to do this. Awaiting their D-Master. Yeah. Dude, okay, unpopular opinion. I don't care about Hayato, and I don't care about Kana. They could remove both classes, and I wouldn't care. I personally, they should remove them. Okay, that's a hot take. That's a hot take. That's for sure a hot take. But I wouldn't be mad if they did. I just don't care about Hayato and Kana. The Link skill for Kana is nice. I mean, it is nice, but at the same time, I don't... Okay.
Clear skies.
I have a personal vendetta against Kana's. It's a personal grudge that I will never let go of as long as I live. Basically, so what happened was, back in the day, the whole back and forth making domains stupid busted and hitting them is insane. Kana's getting banned for existing that's not even a new thing. That's been happening since they came in, honestly. That's
Flicker and flow.
oh man, I messed up the oops.
Strike.
That happens all the time. Especially them like getting banned for no reason, like just for playing the game, and then they log in and play the game, and then they get hit with a ban message, and they have to go through this whole support ticket appeal thing because they were literally not doing anything besides like just playing the game, and they had some like weird auto ban thing where if you teleported as a Kana, you got banned. As bad as it got for Jet, like not being able to participate in events and like being excluded from things, I will say at least they weren't getting banned. As far as I'm aware, there wasn't a glitch with Jet where if you did anything related to its kit, you would just get banned. There was one because they had a skill called Cosmic Upheaval. And yes, I do have the skill names memorized still. But they had a skill called Cosmic Upheaval that would hit. It was a really weird hitbox. It had like this giant, like, I'll use my cursor to point it out, but it was like this entire back section behind your character, but it did not hit in front of your character. It only hit behind your character.
Clear skies.
Okay, we're good. But the funny effect is that, you know how like kind of how Kinesis could move mobs? That skill would also move mobs. And there was a lot of bugs regarding that, where if you used that too many times or in the wrong maps, it would disconnect you. But outside of disconnecting you, it didn't ban you. It was a really cool skill though. It would move mobs in that entire area behind you, directly in front of you. So you could gather like, I think the mob limit on it was 12 or something like that. So you could grab 12 mobs at once and just pull them all directly in front of you. It was wildly impractical because it was much faster to just go to the enemies and kill them. But back in the day, that was a big deal because mobbing was a lot slower than it is now. Like the old Dawn Warrior? Yeah. I do miss old Dawn Warrior, but I don't miss that skill.
Devour. Dream of
I do miss old Dawn Warrior. Infinite lines, yeah, literally. Yeah, that thing had way too many lines. That thing was ridiculous. Cannon Master had some pretty crazy stuff too. I think they definitely like updated some kind of like line of code that let the game handle things better. Cause I don't need to put that there, but I feel like they really like the game handles a lot of lines way better. Oh, wait, I missed it. Wait, I need it to go into the green or the blue one, so I need it to go that way, yeah. Okay. You okay, buddy? Hey, Mr. Wiz. You okay, Bubba? He's having a bad dream, I think. Alright.
Flicker and flow.
Hope they bring back CM to be good. Yeah, I do too. I think Cannon Master has been bottom of the barrel, no pun intended, for way too long. I think they've been kind of a meme for way too long. They deserve it. I think out of like any class. Oh, this was a bad idea. Can I stop? Okay, well, we're gonna miss on purpose. That hit? That got it? Okay, that went in the door. I mean, I'll take it, but that's a crazy hitbox right there. Yeah, Cannon Master's been kind of a meme for way too long. I've heard that they're honestly not that bad right now. But that being said, not that bad and crazy are two very different things, and I hope they get crazy one day. They deserve it. What colors did I block? I wasn't even paying attention. Blue, orange, blue and orange. So we want to block that. Just don't go right. Just don't go to the right. Perfect. Easy. Go left. Go left. If you're not playing REN right now, what are you doing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, as far as I know, I think KMS is changing a lot of, or rebalancing a lot of classes to keep them in line with REN pretty soon. I think that's what the next balance patch is. Oops. I think that's a lot of things getting brought up to line with REN. Is this Challengers World? I wish. No. I wanted to play Challengers World, but unfortunately Challengers World just doesn't really do anything for me. I'm already I'm about to be 9k Legion. I'm like just a few levels off of 9k Legion. So doesn't really do anything for me. I didn't make mine in Challengers World either for Jenny Pass. Wait, can you not get Genesis Pass in Challengers World? I didn't even know that. I thought you could. That's kind of cool that you can't. I'm glad that you can't. You can, but I'm just getting carried. Oh. Let's see, we've got the orange and blue one covered again, which is the top ones. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. So don't go this way, and don't go that way. Other than that, it's good. Literally deleted my 0 on Challenges World last season because of pre-quest situation. Dude, you don't have to do pre-quests anymore. Well, you still have to do 0 story, I guess. But you don't have to do all the way. Oh my god, I let go of my freaking burst skill again because I wasn't thinking. Stop moving. You don't have to do chapters 1 and 2. It starts with chapter 2 completed. Or they have the chapter 0 and then chapter 1 and chapter 2. I forgot about that. Can't forget about chapter 0. Put me down. Ah! Ren moment. That was kind of cool. I meant to do that.
Make way, devour.
Oh no, come on. Alright, we got orange and which one? Was it purple? Or blue? It was orange and green. Orange and green. Which is, again, the top platform. So just don't go down. Which it looks like... I don't think it can. Yeah. If I just do nothing. Yeah, that's so my 0 is still level 120 something because I just don't want to do the quests. I don't want to do the story. I don't care. And the EXP is like, I know it's worth it. I know it's worth it, but at the same time, like, all that for like 4% EXP? Real? I know it's worth it. I know 4% is still 4%, but at the same time, it's just like, that's so much for 4%. I made mine a meal to cope. It's such a shame. I used to like 0 so much. Back when it came out, it was like my favorite class. I was like, this is so cool. Being 2 characters at the same time, it does so much damage. And it did do, I mean, to be fair, when it came out, it was... that was definitely a class. But,
Focus. There.
it's just, I don't know. It's fallen so far from grace for me. Crit bind is insane. Crit bind is the most OP thing in this whole fucking game. I can't think of anything stronger than crit bind. Just being able to just permanently lock down a boss just cuz. Just cuz. Orange. We needed to go orange. What rhymes with orange? W. W rhymes with orange. Maple maturities realizing we just want to hold down a button on a bunny class. Exactly. I hit that point years ago when I on Jet when I realized I just want to hold one button down and have 17 effects proc at the same time. That was what did it for me. Where's my reward box? Oh. Who put my reward box behind the tree? Who's trying to hide my reward box from me? Okay. Well, that's normal slime down for the item burning. Now we just have to do easy lucid, which we can't even try until we're 260. You can do that stuff in practice mode? Wait, really? Practice mode counts? That's crazy. I mean, yeah, I might as well do it in real mode because I get the clear for doing it, you know? Might as well. Let's sell 105 milli. Free clear at least, yeah. Easy. I earned that. You need Golix? I think I can solo Golix, to be honest. I need to get, you have drop rate. Ooh. Are you in Barra? Yeah, I was gonna say, I am in Barra. I'm a dirty interactive world player. So I used to play Reboot, on my other account before okay, so I switched accounts because spotted that clean slate from a mile away. Where even is it? Oh, right here. Yeah. So I've been all over. I started my first character was in Demethos. And then I played Demethos for a long time. I switched to Reboot when that came out, because, you know, Reboot was the free-to-play server, and I was like, obviously I don't want to pay to play. So I played Reboot, and then over the years, I kept seeing, like, patch notes of, like, just these random changes that made, you know, like, no, not this. Where is it? The Meso Market. I can't access it because I still 3 days, but the Meso Market being added, all the different changes they've been making to the Meso Market, stuff like that. It's honestly made interactive world a lot more free-to-play friendly. It's still not, I don't think, possible to just completely free-to-play your way to endgame on your own, but that's okay in my opinion because the auction house exists. So you can definitely like free to play your goddamn. You can definitely like free to play get some of your pieces of gear and then just use your funds to buy other pieces of gear. Like it's not that big of a deal. Just because you didn't like make the piece of gear doesn't mean you didn't put the effort in to get that piece of gear. Because the way I see it, those freaking like end game pieces of gear are expensive. Yeah, you can buy it and just have it done, but like good luck getting the money for that. I just hate getting totem service. Yeah, frenzy service is a little bit annoying if you don't particularly care for like DMing someone, joining discords for it, getting like making friends for it, like smega stuff like that. I totally understand that, not wanting to deal with that. That is a little bit annoying, and then having to like kind of just trust and rely on someone to just keep coming back is a little bit sketchy sometimes. But I don't know. I like Frenzy spawn. I like Frenzy. I like Frenzy. Frenzy spawn is cool. More mob make my brain happy. I'd swipe and beat 10 set pitch day 1 minus 10k. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You could do that. That's so okay. That's the other side of it too. If you have the ability to just because you can whale in interactive world doesn't mean you can clear like the crazy end game content like Baldrix and the adversary when that comes out. Because the crazy thing about Maplestory that I think reboot players should especially understand is that there's a lot of people that play this game that physically do not have hands. they don't get it. There's nothing wrong with not being able to like complete mechanics in Maplestory. There's nothing wrong with that, but they do exist. They do exist. So it's really funny to see like in interactive worlds, I've joined a few Discord calls where I've seen like whales. Oh, I've seen some whales. And like they don't even know like basic things about their class that they're playing. But they're like 10 times more powerful than I am, and I don't even play the class. The Will Pugs when they imprisoned me in Will Part 2. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, people overestimate your ability to whale in interactive worlds so hard in Reboot. It's a sentiment that, like, I understand, like, it's frustrating seeing someone be, like, 40 times stronger than you just because they swiped. But there's a high likelihood that that person can't even clear the content that they're strong enough to do. There's a good chance. And it's just because they can't instant clear it. And if they can't instant clear it, then they can't do it. That's just how they operate. I prefer the swipe. I personally don't, but that's me. That's just me. That's personal. I totally understand that. I think if you have income like that and you want to use it to progress yourself, sure. I think that's fine. That's why I'm okay with interactive world though. I think this recent update, or before this recent update, I think interactive was better because 4 years for book is crazy. Oh, for I think that definitely helps Reboot, and also tradable Arcane and Absolab boxes definitely helps, because that was my biggest gripe. That was the reason I stopped playing Reboot, because I stopped playing Reboot like 3 years ago, and I've never looked back. I do not miss Reboot at all, period, whatsoever. I think in terms of respect for your time, Reboot is like 10 times worse than Interactive World. Because Interactive World, you can just pay to have all this, to skip all this stuff. You don't have to sit there and do dailies every single day for 3 months, and then you can max out a mule that you decided to work on outside of an event. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do all that stuff. You can just buy the gear, put it on, and you're good. It's so annoying to have to do every single pre-quest before they updated that, obviously. You have to do every single pre-quest. You have to do all of the, like, in Rudibus, you used to have to do normal Rudibus for 7 days before you could even unlock Chaos Rudibus. The pay to win keep and reboot has been pretty bad. Creep has been pretty bad recently. Yeah, like the Genesis badge, or the Genesis pass, or I think they had, it was the Explorer update where you could spend, I think it was like $50 or something like that for the pass that gave you like 100 billion meso or something like that, or 1 billion meso. It was like something, it was like a crazy amount, but it was like a challenge pass that you could buy for like $50 and it gave you like a fat load of money. It was for the Explorer revamp whenever they did the new Explorer revamp, not the red update, obviously. But yeah, that was egregious. That was pretty bad. I was around for that one. That was bad. But yeah, in my opinion, Interactive World became more free-to-play friendly and Reboot became more pay-to-win. People don't even know this. In Interactive World, there's no maintenance cost for a vac pet. You don't have to pay, was it like $5 a month to keep it alive? That's not a thing in real server, or in the regular server. That's not a thing. 15, yeah. Yeah, no, that's not a thing in Interactive World. You just use reward points and buy the pet snack, and it just works. It just works. Or I forget if that works or not, but either way, you can just get NX from the Meso market, and it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's only a couple 100 million Meso. Over the course of a month, you can get that several times over. It's really not that bad. The maintenance is nothing in Interactive Worlds. Absolutely nothing. And you can buy vac pets from other players with Meso. Dude, that's insane. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think Interactive World became way more free-to-play friendly than honestly, than Reboot. Honestly. And you guys get cooler looking vacs? Yeah. We get, like, there's, the way I see it, Reboot is hyper, like, restrictive. It's, like, hyper restrictive to the point where, like, you can't really do anything. You can have 10k Legion, and besides Legion and Link skills, you have, like, that doesn't do anything else for you. That does nothing else for you. Feels more like a solo self-found server. They shouldn't. So what I think is, it started out as the free-to-play server. It definitely did start out as the free-to-play server, but it turned into just an Iron Man server. It's not even like the free-to-play server. It's just the Iron Man server without pay-to-win, like, mechanics. Because, like, yes, like, Interactive World is pay-to-win, but it's also, there's a difference between being strictly pay-to-win and being pay-to-win and also free-to-play friendly. And that's what Interactive World is. It's pay-to-win. You can whale, but it's also free-to-play friendly, because if you don't want to whale, you don't have to. You really don't. Not anymore. They've made so many amazing, like, changes to Interactive World, specifically the Meso market. The Meso market used to be like, you pay 100 million mesos for X amount of maple points, or NX, or whatever you want to call it. And you could only transfer, like, it was like something really, really low, like 10 million or 100 million mesos per day. So you could, or no, I think it was like, I think to start out, it was like 50 million. So you could only do like 5 transactions a day. And then they changed it to like 10, and then they changed it to like, now I think you can do 100. I'm pretty sure you can, it's either 100 or 1,000 now. It's like a ridiculous amount, and it resets daily. So like, even hitting that cap is like, I can't even hit that daily cap if I tried. So it's basically unrestricted. Yeah, it's a huge jump. They understand, because the players I don't know if the players were complaining about it, but I know back in the day, when Mesa Market first got added, it was a pretty big point of contention in interactive worlds, because the people were like, what's the point? Like, you can use it for like pocket change NX, like it doesn't amount to anything. But they changed it, honestly. They have changed it, they've made it better. It's a little confusing, and it's like, if you don't understand how to use the Mesa Market, it's like it's a little convoluted and confusing. Is there a farm cap in interactive? As far as I know, no. I think that was one of the KMS things, right? It was the like a weekly income limit for mesos or something like that. Yeah, no, that I think that didn't carry over. I don't think in general to GMS. I don't think I think they just said, nah, we're not doing that at all. Which is good. Farm Philosopher's Stones and Temple of Time to make money. Meso, yeah, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. What was I gonna say? Yeah, before the Star Force update for these like restoration and like duplicate like creating items for boss accessories, just being able to just pop open the auction house and just be like, oh, I want source of suffering. Oh, look at that, it's right there. Look at all these source of sufferings. It's nice. Wait, you can buy clockworks? Usually the event items you can buy, yeah. Yeah. Damn, those are expensive. For real? Oh, the eternal ones are the expensive one. Not the regular gilded ones. Yeah, the regular ones are 500k. If I really wanted to just pop all of them for the day, I could just do that if I wanted to. I don't need to farm to grab them all. I can just do that. That's the other wonderful thing about Interactive World that I was talking about with respecting your time. Interactive World respects your time. There's so many like events that I've loaded up, and I'm like, oh man, the drop rate for that is really bad. And then I'll go to the cash shop, I mean the auction house, and it's just there. And I can just buy, like, can you buy frags? Oh, buddy. Can you buy frags? Oh, buddy. Can you buy frags? Oh man, wait. You wanna make a boss mule? Check this out. Max nodes instantly. Go ahead. Just make it. Just make a boss mule. You can just do that. Oh, you need some making a new REN. Here's a full arcane Umbra night gear if you really wanted to just gear up your character. No big deal. Oh, also events all the time have like, you know, cubes and scrolls and things that you can use to progress your mules. It's pretty nice. That's what I mean though. Like, interactive world is just, there's so many nice things that like having to like message someone for frenzy is just like, I'll take it. Sure. That's no big deal. To me, that's nothing. I will gladly do that. I will gladly do that. I wish there was an easier way for that. Like back in the day they had wild totems. Wild totems, I think wild totems were nice. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but they were basically just free frenzy totem. It was literally just free frenzy totem. You could just buy them with reward points, and it was just a frenzy totem that lasted like 7 days or something like that. Or maybe it was just a day or an hour, or I forget. It was something like that. I forget what the restriction was, but it was basically just frenzy totem. That was nice. That was nice. They removed it because people who had frenzy didn't like that. Go figure, the item that costs like $700 USD is like, maybe they don't like that. But it's insane. Back when Wild Totem was available, Frenzy Totem was like basically worthless, and then when they removed Wild Totem from the game, Frenzy Totem shot up to like something ridiculous, like $700 something or $2,000 something US dollars. That is a ridiculous amount of money. I think right now it's like 1,500. Yeah, yeah. I remember it being at 1,500 at one point. Yeah, I think it's like $1,500 right now. I'm pretty sure. It's a ridiculous item. I think it's fair that Frenzy Totem havers don't like Wild Totem, and it's a really touchy subject because like the only people who have Frenzy Totem are people who have played the game for literally since it came out or have spent a lot of money on the game, and making the people who both of those parties unhappy is like, either if you upset either one of those parties, it's like, that's tough. That's tough. Next on defending third-party transactions is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Yeah, it is. It's kind of strange because like they don't want like real life transactions to occur from the game, but at the same time they want player services like Frenzy to exist. But it's hard to like have player services without also opening the door for real transactions to take place, because like there's not a real way for you to know that without being super intrusive. You know what I mean? It's like when the NX conversion whales quit. Nobody was getting any NX for cubes. Yeah, that's I mean, so that's the other side of what sucks with interactive world, is the fact that nobody plays interactive. Well, there are people that play interactive world, obviously I'm playing it, but it's just not a populated server compared to Reboot, and there's not a lot of people. And so what ends up happening is you get these like lull phases, like between events almost, where like NX is kind of hard to come by, even from the market, and you have to pay extra to get it so that you can get it quicker. It creates these like slow phases where it's just, you know, it's hard to progress because you can't get NX, you can't get, you know, the Meso to, you know, buy the NX. It's just slow, and it sucks. But the only thing that I can think of that like would fix that is to like spread more awareness about interactive servers, to hopefully grab the few people from Reboot who wail even though it's Reboot, and maybe they'll wail in interactive worlds. I don't know. I think the sentiment around interactive world is if you play interactive world, you pay to win. And it's, I honestly, like, check this out. If I go to, oh man, the map is so different now. Genesis. If I run to Genesis channel 1, this is channel 1 Genesis. There's like nobody here. There's like nobody here.
Keep up.
And yeah, also half of them are RENs. That's funny. But so that's what I mean though. It's like this guy, for example, Legion 0. How did you do that? Oh, because you can't before 500, right? How did, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. How did you do that? Wait. Never mind. Never mind. Bad example. Bad example. But like, you know what I mean? Like maybe this guy. Level 30, no. 277. This guy's level 277 with all unique equipment. He doesn't even have legendary equipment. He's not a whale. He's just playing the game. He's just playing the game. You know what I mean? You can just do that in interactive world. I think the sentiment around interactive world is that like you can't hit end game without paying to play, or without paying. And like that was honestly, that was what I started interactive world to disprove. That was why I quit Reboot and I moved to Barra, because at the time Barra was the more populated server, and now it's Scania. Why they didn't just merge all of the interactive worlds into one, I don't know. But it is what it is, I guess. I guess it is what it is. It's just like, it's not pay to win. I mean, it is pay to win, but it's not like, you don't have to pay to win. You don't have to at all. I have spent $10, I think, because there was something in a gachapon that I wanted. It was like a frog chair that I really, really wanted. And I didn't even get it. Where's my MVP? How do you... Did it reset my MVP? Am I not even MVP bronze anymore? Is that what this means? Oh well. I guess I'm not even MVP bronze anymore, but I used to be MVP bronze because I spent like $10. BRB. No worries. That's probably a good segue for me to go back to training. Should have been doing that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do Monster Park. I haven't done Monster Park, I don't think. Oh, no party, no party. Oh, I need to switch the ball back to mob mode. And my link skills. I need to do presets. I need to set the preset for that so I can just do bossing and mobbing real quick, but I'm just gonna complain about it for a little while longer, I think, before I actually get tired and do that. I think I need to complain about it a little bit more before I get annoyed.
Splinter. Dance. Scatter.
I meant to do that. Stage clear. Oops. I have got to get more used to that forwards backwards thing so I can do it like
In one breath,
without even thinking.
I'm here. Hut. Scatter. Hit. Keep up. Hut. Tuh.
Plah. Okay. Is there any bosses, daily bosses, that would be worth running? OmniClean. Oh, I never did Pierre and Queen? Yeah. Pierre and Queen. I don't really want to do Pierre unless I can one-shot him just because he's annoying. Just because he's annoying for no other reason. So I'm gonna save him, but maybe I could do... I'll run through Queen,
Clear skies.
and then... Oh, that's Pierre. I'll do Queen, and then we can grab some reward points. This one. We'll grab reward points to do Monster Park again. Oh.
Saya. Hut. Serpent. Strike. Dream of dragon.
Okay, so I can one-shot Pierre, by the way. I'll be doing Pierre after my cooldown. Oh wait, no, the cooldown's reset. When you enter a boss. Alright. What an awesome change. I love that change. That's such a cool change.
Tuh. Fly free.
Why don't you go ahead and give me a hat, Pierre? Dun, 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 dun.
Clear skies. skies.
Clear skies.
Dance.
Mm.
Scatter.
Perfect. Die.
With all my heart.
I got the perfect hat roll on that. All right, so that's Queen and Pierre down. Let's claim. There it is. 1,000 reward points. I could get the Genesis Pass if I really... Oh no, can only be purchased with NX, never mind. I was gonna say, I could get Maple points for that. Reward points. Let's go in here. What was I looking for? Monster Park, that's what I was looking for. Do we want this? I probably ought to. Yeah, I ought to, just because the Monster Park daily 7 times, or 77 times, is going to be annoying. We're going to have to do that eventually. Having Monster Park in Cernium now, in Grandis areas now, is going to be very, very helpful for that. I cannot wait for Grandis Monster Park. That's going to be so nice. I can already tell. I already know. That's going to be so nice.
Fly free.
I also really appreciate that REN's like on-hit effects, like the Plum Blossoms, I mean, obviously the final attack is not, you know, going to be like this, but the Plum Blossoms, that black slash thing that happens at a 35% chance, I think it is. Not the final attack, black slash, but the other one. I really appreciate, to finish that thought, I really appreciate that they're not toggles, they just happen. That's such an underrated thing about this class, is that if this was like any other class, all 3 of those would be toggles. And that's super annoying. We have another pass, so let's wait before we open those boxes. Boom.
Dance.
Dance! So Deno Shinayuki! I forget what that thing's called, but Rukia is Rukia from Bleach. That's her. That's her thing. Any Bleach fans?
Scatter.
Any bleachers?
Dance. Hut. Tch.
Look at that. I'm getting used to the dash.
Dance.
I'm pretty cool, huh?
Splinter.
Aw, that was almost cool.
Tch. I'm here.
I'm here. They should have just hired me to voice act this class. Ooh, 300,000 mesos? They gave me 300,000, dude. I could buy a few. 11? How many do I have? 39. How many red and greens? Oh, I need some greens. Oh my. Alright, yeah, that puts me in line. Cool. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. I need to see crystals. Sell all crystals. 32 million. Not bad. I don't know how to read this. World character. Oh, okay, I read that now. I already see how I read that now. Frontier Pass. Claim all! Yippee! What else is there? Oh, what about the Traces of Time? That's what it is. Open shop. I think I need 400 for the... Yeah. I could do Damien. But I think it's more important for us to go to... Maybe here? We'll just jump over here, see what happens.
Splinter.
Splinter. I got 2 Karma Rebirth Flames. How did I do that? What did I do? Oops. No, I don't want to quit. Okay, that's still going. Defeat daily boss. Peppermint. Jasmine. Maybe it wasn't the intermediate one. Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps I was mistaken. Oh well. Where should I put my summons? Left, down, right, left. We'll pop a 2x and a gold pot just cause. Maybe I could put it here. Oh, that's the boss mode. Damn it.
Fly free.
Fly free. I need to finish maxing out my nodes. there's really not an excuse for me to not have them maxed. I'm just lazy.
Fly free. Splinter. Clear skies. Splinter.
Cubic blade. That's like
Clear skies.
500k,
Scatter.
I think. Not the best thing in the world, but it's something. Okay, let's put this ball here. And then... Oh. No! We'll put this ball here, that ball there.
Clear skies.
And then that should make it so that
Fair.
we can
Splinter.
kind of just farm a smaller version of the map. Oh, there's still 20 seconds left on that. Yeah, it'll just be like a smaller version of the map. It's still the same map, but just a tiny bit smaller, which makes it a little bit more manageable.
Splinter. In one breath.
In one breath. Boom, boom.
Clear skies. A drop in the sea.
That skill is so good. But, yeah, to carry on from earlier, I think the sentiment around interactive world is a little outdated. I think it wasn't incorrect originally,
Let's run.
but nowadays, it is. I think if you put the same amount of time and effort into regular servers as people do in Reboot,
Clear skies.
you would have very similar, if not better, reward. Like, you know, you would be in somewhat similar, if not a better position than you would be in Reboot. And you could even afford to play less if you wanted to. Because regular world has frenzy spawn, it has player trading, it has purchasable NX, Maple points, with in-game money, not even with real-world money. The only difference, really, between NX and Maple points is that there's some things in the cash shop and some things outside the cash shop that you can and can't use each of the currencies for. I think some of like the daily like the daily check-in skips or like the catch-up things on any of the daily check-ins that you've missed in an event usually cost like 200 Maple points, 300 Maple points, whatever the case is. I'm pretty sure you can only spend Maple points for that. I don't think NX works for that. Which is a weird distinction, but if I'm not mistaken, and that is how it works, then all you have to do is in the cash shop, there's like a conversion thing where you can just turn like 20,000 NX into 20,000 Maple points. And the only difference between them outside of like what you can buy with them is that Maple points cannot be used for gifting cash up items, I think. So if you wanted to like gift something to your friend, you would have to spend for that. But if you wanted to just give them the Meso and then they buy the the Maple points with that, it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of the same thing.
Splinter.
But I think if more people were willing to hear out the other side, I think, of interactive world, I think the sentiment would be very different. I know a lot of people are pretty against pay to win, and they think that having like I said before, at a baseline level, it does feel pretty bad when, you know, you work really hard as a free-to-play player, and you get these gains, you know, you're able to kill X boss in X amount of time, whatever, and then some guy who just started playing the game is at the same level, if not further than you, because they swiped however much money. It does feel bad. It feels really bad. That being said, do you really think a person who just started playing the game and is already stronger than you, damage-wise, is really gonna be able to clear Baldrix, or Limbo, or Calling? Answer that honestly. Answer that honestly. Do you really think they're gonna be able to do that? I don't think you could be... I don't think there is a level of fundedness that you could reach that that could really just let you solo Calling or Limbo or Baldrix or even Adversary for that matter, without hands, without knowing your class, knowing your movement options, knowing your damage, knowing your survivability, knowing the game, without knowing how the game works. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. They would have to develop hands on top of whaling. And unfortunately, what people don't understand is that the sentiment around whaling is that if you can't clear the boss without, you know, having too much difficulty, they just won't do it. They just won't. It's the weirdest thing in the world. It's the weirdest thing. But if they have money, there's no need for them to do that. They have money, you know? So it keeps the people with no hands and a lot of money out of your boss parties. And I think that's a sentiment a lot of reboot players, especially nowadays with how popular it's getting, I think that's something that they can understand, they can respect at least.
Clear skies. Fly free. Splinter. Scatter. Scatter.
Scatter. Yeah, that's my interactive world take. I think if interactive world was just a little bit more popular, I think if a few more people were maybe instead of being okay with spending $100 on a Maple Pass that gives you 10 billion Meso in Reboot, maybe they spent $100 in regular world and just bought NX, regardless of what they spent it on. They just bought NX. Even that simple act of buying NX with is like incredible for the economy. For the in-game economy of people who, you know, are free to play, they could have just used their free-to-play Mesos to buy Maple Points, and then use the Maple Points to buy the pass.
Clear skies.
You see where I'm getting? See what I'm getting at?
Fly free.
It's a pretty cool it's a pretty cool system that I think is extremely underrated, and I think
Splinter. Clear skies.
I think it deserves to not be underrated like that.
Dance.
It's a really nice system. Can it be better? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it bad? No.
Dance.
It can absolutely be better, but it is not bad at all.
Clear skies. Scatter.
I don't know. It just, I'm very passionate about it because, like I was saying earlier, that is like why I stopped playing Reboot, is because Reboot has absolutely zero respect for your time. You have to sit there and grind for 9 hours a day, or else you get nothing. You do not get anywhere. Oh, you forgot to do your dailies? You didn't log in for the event? Oh, you didn't get this from the X, Y, and Z?
Scatter.
Well, enjoy the FOMO, because you're gonna have to wait for the next event before you can do anything.
Fly free.
You're not allowed to do anything off event. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Oh, you spent 700 hours in the game to get this character to, I don't know, just for example, Lucid, so you can get or Lucid and Will, so you can get arcane equipment. Oh, but that's actually only restricted to one character. I know they just changed that, but this was why I switched. Was because like you have all this progression, you have all this stuff to build your account, and then your account can do nothing except for passive effects. And that's it. What's the point of gearing them up and getting them strong and having them clear all these bosses?
Dance.
What's the point?
Splinter.
You have to spend 4,000 hours on a character just to let that happen. That feels awful. That feels awful, terrible.
Splinter.
Especially in a game where you have to make 40 characters. More if you want to min-max your account. And they still expect you to get 5 characters to Kalos? Colleen? Huh?
Fly free.
Bugging.
Scatter. Dance.
Bugging. To the max. Bugging on the highest level. The highest authority of bug there can be. No. Someone said log in every day during event. I said, the fuck is that?
Scatter. Clear skies.
I mean, I'm still gonna, but now, if I really, really wanted to, I could farm enemies my level for higher actual drop rate and cube my gear for drop rate and farm the event items. Sell the event items en masse to the auction house. Make a bunch of money. Now, instead of, you know, being like level, say I was level 300 and these gear things are like useless to me. Now they're not useless to me all of a sudden. How does that happen? Anyways, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I have a few things I want to take care of, and then I'm going to come on back here with some more Maplestory. I want to hit level 240 at least. That's 30%. I can do 240 at the very least. 245, hopefully. Maybe 250. Maybe 260. We'll see. If I can get a frenzy to happen, that would make training very quick. That would make training very quick. I could probably hit 260 in like an hour. Anyways, I'm going to head on out of here. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys aren't following, definitely make sure you hit that follow button over on Twitch. It supports me a lot and helps me continue streaming, honestly. Just being here and following my channel helps me continue streaming. If you want to go the extra mile and go above and beyond, my YouTube channel could use a new subscriber. With, you know, you could be a new subscriber onto my YouTube channel and see any content that you missed. I do have every stream that I've pretty much ever done is over on YouTube. So you can go over there, take a look at any of the past streams and see any of the content you missed, or if in the future you miss anything. It's all going to be over there. I do also have some videos edited up that you can take a look at if any of them catch your eye or sound interesting or have any topics or games that you enjoy. Give it a click. See how you like it. I put a lot of work into my videos, so hopefully you enjoy. Anyways, I'm going to head out of here. Thank you guys for being here and joining me. I appreciate the conversation. I will be back. I will be back. And I will talk to you guys in just a little bit. See?